What's up guys, it's Tommy here and welcome to a brand new Liverpool transfer news video where we will talk about Konate. Once again, there is a huge massive transfer update regarding Konate, and Liverpool are still working to reach an agreement with Konate. That's according to Fabrizio Romano, the very reliable journalist who always has first dibs, first news on many transfers, and I'm really excited to bring you guys this news, and we have a lot of new information in this video. So leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and also let me know in the comments below who will finish in third and fourth place, because after Leicester's back-to-back defeat, I think even third place is up for grabs and it's wide open. And yesterday Everton and Tottenham played out a 2-2 draw, which is the perfect result for us because that keeps both teams behind Liverpool, but Liverpool have to beat Leeds United on Monday if we were to put more pressure on the teams above us. According to Fabrizio Romano, Konate is one of the top targets on Jurgen Klopp's transfer list, and Liverpool FC will be offering a 5-year contract to Konate, and that's not done. The deal is not agreed as of today, but RB Leipzig will only sell Konate if the full release clause will be paid, and I think Liverpool need to sell some players in order to fund that, in order to afford that. But I think this is very encouraging news that Liverpool are still negotiating with Leipzig, and we are trying, of course, to maybe structure a deal so we don't have to pay the full release clause in one installment. So we will try to do a similar deal to the Diogo Jota transfer or to the Thiago transfer, where we pay the full release clause, which is around 30 to 32 million pounds, it's rumored, during Konate's contract. So maybe pay like 10 million right now, another 10 million next summer, and another 10 million in 2 or 3 years. And there are different reports regarding Konate's release clause. The Mirror is claiming that Konate's release clause is 34 million, but recently Bundesliga Bild journalist Christian Falk has claimed that Konate's release clause might be as low as 29 million pounds, which I think for a 21-year-old centre-back who is a French international is an absolute bargain. And Konate started back-to-back games now for Leipzig. Leipzig drew 0-0 with Hoffenheim yesterday, so their faint Bundesliga title hopes are fading. But it was very cruel because they scored like a 94th minute winner, which was disallowed because of VAR. So probably Leipzig fans hate VAR as well. And Bayern Munich are still like 4 points clear with 1 game in hand, so it looks like Leipzig won't win the Bundesliga this season. But it's very encouraging that Konate has started back-to-back games, because it looks like that he's back from his injury and he is ready to start a run of games for Leipzig, and that is important for Konate to get into the rhythm. And Liverpool want to agree this deal before the Euros, because if Konate goes to the Euros and he does really well there, it will be very difficult to get involved in a bidding war for Konate. So I think that Liverpool don't really want to do that, and that's why we are trying to agree this deal very early on. And Konate was seen giggling in a press conference when he was asked about Liverpool's interest, but also he doesn't want to upset his club. So when he was asked about the transfer rumors, Konate said in a recent interview to the Bild newspaper, "I have a contract until 2023 and contracts are there to fulfill them. There are often rumors in football and many believe them immediately. I or my agents did not get a call from Liverpool." I think he's just trying to put a little bit of cold water to the fire, because the deal is not agreed yet. So Konate doesn't want to openly say, "Yeah, I'm leaving to Liverpool, I want to leave," because if the deal falls through and he stays at Leipzig, that would really upset the club, the fans, the Leipzig directors, and so on. So Konate has to play this smartly, and I think that's why Konate is not really saying anything regarding the Liverpool transfer. And first, how Liverpool conducted the transfer business is first we contact the players' agent, the representatives, just to have a feelers out and just to see whether the player actually wants to play for Liverpool and what kind of wages he would want, what kind of contract he would want. Because what's the point in offering a transfer fee to his club if we are not 100% sure the player wants to come to Liverpool, wants to play for Liverpool. So that's why, you know, I think Liverpool first will talk to Konate's representatives, and of course he won't openly admit in a press conference, yeah, I'm talking to Liverpool FC. So don't read too much into these comments. There are definitely discussions going on behind the scenes. That's how all these kind of transfer things, transfer deals work nowadays in the football world. And there is a report identifying 5 players that Liverpool need to sell in order to fund both Ozan Kabak and Konate. Kabak, of course, has an £18 million release buyout clause, or like buyout option that Liverpool have, and we have to trigger that until the end of May. Konate, of course, has a release clause of 29 million, and the report says it has emerged that any hopes Jurgen Klopp had of signing both Konate and Kabak may be curtailed by financial considerations, especially if Liverpool miss out on Champions League football. If Liverpool don't get top 4, we might find it difficult to afford all the players that we need. So it's very, very important how Liverpool finish this season. With Kabak making his mark at the heart of Liverpool's injury-hit defense, he could jump ahead of Konate if Jurgen Klopp is forced to pick between the two centre-backs. However, this could all change if big-name players leave Liverpool this summer, freeing up extra funds for transfer arrivals. Matip, Oxlade-Chamberlain, Shaqiri, Naby Keita and Divock Origi could all leave Liverpool in the upcoming transfer window. If Jurgen Klopp decides to shape up his forward line, he might consider selling even one of the misfiring forwards, but I think it's very unlikely that Firmino, Mane and Salah will be sold, any of them. I think they will be given one more season. And I've checked recently the top scorers of Liverpool forwards in the Premier League. And actually, after Firmino got 15 goals 2 seasons ago, he got 3 seasons ago, he got 12 goals, and then 9 goals last season, and this season he only has 6. So it's a clear downward trajectory. Similarly, Sadio Mane got 22 goals when in Salah's second season, when Salah also got 22 goals. After that, he got 18 goals, and then it's a big drop off because this season Mane has something like 7 goals. Even Diogo Jota, who was out injured for almost 3 months, has outscored Sadio Mane this season. So I think Mane and Firmino's form is really, really worrying. But I think we should give them one more season, and let's see if there's not a pandemic, if there are full stadiums, how they will do. And hopefully Liverpool will sign a Diogo Jota type of forward in the summer to help and complement and also sometimes to give a breather to Firmino and Mane, because you have to take it into account that Mane and Firmino has been pretty much playing non-stop football for the last 3 years, and ultimately you get burned out a little bit doing that. These are human beings, they are not machines. So I think Liverpool signing at least one Diogo Jota quality forward who can sometimes allow Mane and Firmino to sit on the bench, to get them fresh and ready, and to also give competition for places at Liverpool. But I think the investment into FSG lately has opened the door for Liverpool to make really, really big financial decisions in the summer, and some big time transfers are needed. I expect at least 3 major transfers for Liverpool to arrive: a centre-back, a forward, and maybe an attacking goal-scoring midfielder, or a fullback who can play a right back or left back, but I don't think that's a priority. A solid defensive purchase must still be considered a must, because we have to ensure that a similar scenario doesn't occur next season, where we have 3 of our centre-backs injured and we have nobody else apart from youngsters and loan signings to prop up the defense. And yes, Joao Matip is very talented, Joe Gomez as well, but they are very injury prone. So Liverpool need at least one more player who can come in and play almost every week, and I think Ibrahima Konate and Ozan Kabak would be the perfect solutions to this problem. And John Barnes, the former Liverpool player, Liverpool legend, explained why Liverpool star Salah has outshone Mane this season. He said, if you look at the Liverpool team with the players that are missing, it's clearly affected Sadio Mane. Maybe it is has affected him more than Mohamed Salah, but that's because their games are very different to each other. Mane relies on the midfielders and defenders giving him the ball, whereas Salah relies on Mane to assist him. Mane and Salah never scored the same number of goals in a season. Salah has always scored more. People are always looking for reasons and excuses why Salah scores more. The same with Bobby Firmino, who also gives you more than just scoring goals. Mohamed Salah is the main goal scorer. You shouldn't compare the two. The big question is, will Mane rediscover his spark when Liverpool will have a fully fit team next season? I really hope so. Plenty of people are saying that Sadio Mane needs a rest, but he doesn't need a rest as he's not tired. He's playing well, the team are starting to play more consistently, and the players around him are starting to play better as well. He plays all the games because he is fit and he's playing well despite everyone else struggling with confidence. Every game he is a threat with and without the ball. Even though things may not be going well for him, he's still helping the team. Sadio Mane is playing through his slight dip in form and getting his confidence back over time, so resting him won't help him. Yeah, I think that's true. Sadio Mane needs to play through this bad run of form, and then hopefully he can rediscover his goal scoring form. And you know how it is with strikers. Sometimes you need a goal to go in off a centre-back's backside and just to break your goal scoring drought, and then you go on a run of games and score a few goals. And John Barnes also urged Liverpool to bring in Bissouma, Yves Bissouma of Brighton, who looks a similar player to Wijnaldum, but he's much younger. He said Yves Bissouma has the ability to play at a team like Liverpool. He could feel what Jurgen Klopp wants from the three midfield players. He's strong defensively, he works hard, he plays the ball quickly, and every now and then when he needs to dribble, as much as we don't speak about Brighton, you know he can do it because he has done it. He has dribbled past players in the past. Of all the players playing in England that could fit the template of Liverpool's midfield three, he is one of them. He looks like Jorginho Wijnaldum, although he doesn't attack as much as Wijnaldum because Brighton plays a different style of football. But when Bissouma wants to attack, he can. He's 24, so he's very young, and he would be a great fit. And when Bissouma attacked, he sometimes scored some banger goals. I remember Bissouma scoring a goal of the season contender earlier this season. And Virgil van Dijk could be training with other Liverpool players very soon. That's the claim by the Netherlands manager Frank de Boer, who said, I have spoken to Van Dijk, he's going to the field. There can be all kinds of setbacks, of course. A week or two of setbacks could mean he can't play games at Liverpool. And then I imagine that Liverpool will say, nice, but you can focus on next season. Ultimately, Virgil van Dijk himself must have a good feeling. I'm glad he's on the right track. We will see. I'm not putting any pressure on Virgil van Dijk at all. He must do it himself. He must have confidence in himself. The choice mainly lies with Virgil van Dijk. So that's the verdict of Frank de Boer, and we will see how Virgil van Dijk recovers from his injury. I don't think he should be rushed back, but if he's training for a few weeks and if he's ready to play for the Netherlands, then good luck to him at the Euros. And finally, Bobby Firmino has talked about his form and his really lackluster season where he only scored 6 goals in the Premier League recently. He said, it's a difficult season for me. We have to be sincere. There is no lack of hope for improvement. My desire is to evolve and grow and improve every day. There is no lack of motivation for me. I challenge myself a lot. I know that I'm not at my best moment compared to the last few years. I always want to be helping with goals and assists, but that hasn't been happening, unfortunately. I don't give up. I'm always looking to improve, to help my team to be better together with the group. I have to evolve day after day. For our team as a whole, the season hasn't been as good as last year, but we have to find a way to continue. Our opponents today have a different look at our team. Of course, they always respected us, but today they retreat very defensively. Sometimes it's very difficult for us to get in and to break those defenses down and to score goals. We have to keep fighting. We have to fight for the qualification to the Champions League, through the Premier League, and I think that's the spirit. Let's hope that Liverpool can beat Leeds United, because I think then we can really go on a winning run. We have already 3 wins in a row. Let's make it 4 against Leeds United on Monday. Really looking forward to it. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this. Have a nice day. See you later. Goodbye.